Ship, I'm glad that you like the colored columns. This is essential. So if we're putting S to T, the thing is this a chain shift? So where S is turning into T and T is turning into glottal stop. So bring your thoughts on that. Sutton's rabid for Sunday. Yes, we could have some. We could have some. YouTube. Hey YouTube. Welcome back. We're working on tone systems again in the Sacrat family. Last time we evolved a pretty cool tone system for one of the languages, which we ended up calling Mi. And this time we're going to do another one with the help of the loyal and ingenious chat. So let's go and let's scoot over to the side with me. And let's take advantage of some of the great suggestions that have been coming out. So I'm going to write down, just remove this. This is our Mi tone resolution chart. So we can put that off to the side. We are not going to need it now. So let's brainstorm and get some ideas. So I'm going to just scroll up in the chat and some of you know Alf. Oh, warms my heart. Warms my heart. Okay, so the idea behind B1B, so I need to come up with a name, but let's do not so consonant deletion happy. Merge contrasts. By merging the contrast, we could get down to a system like PTKMN eng, as Quain suggests. So this is going to be our coda inventory. And S is going to go to T, like in Korean. And then I think we will still want to have the geminates give us high tone. And yeah, maybe we could put in some creaky voice. I saw some discussion in the chat about where creaky voice is most likely to occur. So bring your thoughts on that. Sutton's rabid for Sunday. Yes, we could have some. We could have some. We do have some in the lexicon. We have some multi-word phrases that we can play with. Where are they? Where are they? Ah, yeah, here. Les class. There's one. So we can play with that. Oops. Oops. Always getting lost in my own spreadsheet. All right, so some Sandi. And all right, any other thoughts before we jump in? Fewer contours. Okay. The total number of contours. So yeah, we're going to be 3 to 4 tone categories in total. Okay. I know I must have missed something. So if I missed something that you've said that you want me to cover, just put it back in the chat as we go, and I will see it hopefully there. There's some controversy about a final b, whether we want to Well, we can try it out. We can see what it looks like. I have to say I feel like I'm on Quain's side in the dispute over final b in so voiced that one voiced labial coda, but I don't know, I'm not dogmatic. I could be convinced. Okay, so these are our guiding lights. So let's go back. I will have these open to the side. And yeah, maybe we can lose the lateral fricative. Lateral fricative with L. Okay. And if we're neutralizing, so if we're putting S to T, the thing is yeah, the question is this a chain shift? So where S is turning into T and T is turning into glottal stop, or are we, or is it just a neutralization? The Korean case is a neutralization. I see there's again differences of opinions in the chat. Well, the nice thing is what we can always do is we can make one version with and one version without. So we can have two varieties of this branch, and one can be chain shifted with or without chain shift of T to glottal stop. Okay. I think we've got everything we need. Let's start. So the first thing is let's come up with a name so that we are not we're not saying B1B. I have so many regrets over my original nomenclature of this of these. So we need to come up with something cool to call it. And I'm going to hide these columns so we don't have to be distracted by them. Ship, I'm glad that you like the colored columns. I find once I saw Sawton do it, I was like, I gotta do this. This is essential. And I'm glad it doesn't hurt your eyes as much. Maybe we can put this one as a color as well. That hurts my eyes a bit. See if we can find something. No, these are horrible. Ah, okay, that's nice. Great. And then let's paste the format. Okay. So, ooh, I just saw a cool suggestion. If we have the lateral fricative go to S, we can have the go to ts. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm going to put that in the... So merge the lateral fricative with S. We're good. All right. So we need to come up with a name. Let's find something that we can use for now. We could use something like sla, this protoform sla, which means speak, which turns into hla. That works. Let's use that as the first bit, and let's find something like susiut. Oh, this should also be dealt with. This geminate suit. So this would be something like, since this is a left-headed family, people's speech, la suite. So I think that works pretty well. And it's going to turn into something else, like sasut or something in the in our new language. Okay. What did we do? So we've done the first thing. We've come up with the name. Then we have S to T in the coda. The question is, are we going to sashut? That sounds kind of nice, doesn't it? So let's give ourselves a consonant. Let's give ourselves tone from the fricatives, like we did before. So fricatives at the end of the word are going to give us low tone. So the first change, maybe I should let you see I'll let you see this so that we can keep all on the same page. So first change would be that vowel becomes low tone before a fricative. And then we are going to have S turn to T in coda position. Since it's mostly a monosyllabic language, we can just use the word boundary for that. So then we get something like nrit and nrit and krit. And that's good. Oh, interesting. Inverted tones. We're getting into advanced territory here. Let's go through and make and get the basics of the system outlined, and then we'll play. Then we want. I'm getting a suggestion that we don't want midtones in here. Okay, so let it be written. So let it be done. The midtone shall be stricken from every temple and obelisk in this language. We are having high and low. This will help us get to our 3 to 4 tone categories. Okay, who needs midtone? So we're going to default to high. So in the first stage, we're just assigning low tone based on fricatives in the coda. So everyone's going to get high. Sounds like a song from the 60s. I think I'm becoming a boomer. It's happening. It's good. It's a good thing. Okay, so there's not a lot else going on here. The only place we're going to see the contrast is in words that ended in S originally. So one example would be this word manis, the protoform manis, which here we're getting mis. So this is going to meet. Great. So the only place where we have contrast in tone is before final T. For now. Then I think we also want the geminates. So vowel to high after geminates. Which means if we're having high tone as a default at the end of the contour, and we're having high tone coming off of initial geminates, so something like giving us falling tone here, meet. So this is cool. Now we have this cognate, me, and meet, meaning goddess. Thumbs up. What else can we do? But the question is then, what about something like men? What are we going to do with that? So it's going to just be high. Men. So most things are going to just be high. Where we need a source for low tone in the at the start of the contour. Otherwise, everything is just going to be high. And this throwing off high tone after the geminate is not particularly interesting. Perhaps the default for well, no, we can use voicing to give us low tone for the start of the contour. Yeah, so nasals. So let's have nasals give us low. So vowel to low after nasal. So then we have mon. And although then the question would be, do vowels have the same effect in the coda as they do in the onset? So if nasals are throwing off low tone when they're in the onset, if we have something like men or mon, does the final element of the contour have high or low tone? High tone as the default, or low tone because it's a nasal? I'm totally out of my area of expertise here, so if the chat has thoughts, I am very excited to hear them. I'm just going to do a few more of these. Mal mot is going to give us LH. So then we could also have vowels going to L after or before nasals. Yeah, okay. So then we have mon, men, meet. Mot, mal, smas. This is going to be LH, smas. Oh, no, it's not. No, incorrect. It's going to be smat. And so it's going to be low, smat. Whereas this is going to be LH, smeet. Interesting. Yeah, I like this. Quaint, thank you. Okay. We have to remove some more codas. We need to get rid of L codas. I believe our task says that we have PTKM and eng codas. So we have to get rid of L somehow. We could use the same strategy we used before, giving them Mao. This would be Mwao, giving us low, high. Well, I think we'd have to flip that, Benji, because we actually ended up doing, putting it to W in the other branch. So we could put it to Y or to Yod here. So my. Or my to be consistent. So Mwy. So then we have Mwy, Smeet, Smat, my, Mot, Mon, Men, Meet. So now we have our wish of 4 contrastive contours. This is good. What else do we have? What else do we have to do? So we need L to go to Yod in final position. We need R to go to, presumably R is also going to do the same. What else? We need BDG to B voice. And we need H to drop out, I think. But don't worry, H has already given low tone. And then we also need the lateral fricative, if I can speak, to merge with S everywhere. And so this would be something like sui, with high tone at the start and high tone at the end. High tone at the start because of the spread glottis of the lateral fricative. So we need another row here. So high from lateral fricative or H. Great. Okay, I like this suggestion. Jack has a great suggestion here. Instead of just getting rid of the R, instead of turning the R into a y, why don't we play with the R to create more vowel quality distinctions? Yeah, let's make some new distinctions. What can we do? We could just back it. Well, why don't we treat it like it's German almost? And or we can have a sort of off glide for coda R. So where was one? So we could do something like, and I believe this showed up in one of our in group A, right? We could do, I don't know, some kind of off glide. Where's a good example? Sneer, sneer, something like that. Yeah, we could use the one that German uses. Sneer. Oops, I did it in the wrong column. Excuse me. Sneer. And then we could have some further fun with that. What's this also? Sngea. Sngea. How are we going to treat this tonally? So this is a nasal that's going to give us, go back to our rules, low tone, oops, low tone, and then high tone. So sngea, sngea. And then let's put this in as R. Yeah, and then we could take these diphthongs that we're creating and resolve them somehow. Sngea to something like snge. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So then we have to figure out what to do with all of the vowels. So ia goes to e. I feel like ia and e go to e. Huh. Ia, e go to. Apologies. I know I've totally given up on the IPA keyboard. I'm terrible. Maybe goes to aw, like a back low vowel, and then or and ua. What can we do with them? Just to aw, maybe? for symmetry with what happens to ia and ea. Oops, that's schwa. That's not what I meant. There we go. You can see how the proverbial sausage is made here. All right, so then we have sne. I know you can't see what I'm typing. Apologies for that. I egotistically decided it was more important that you see my face. Here you go. All done. So, we have something like sne, snge, 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 snge. Cool. I like that. I like that a lot. More vowels. So we have now a nice, what's our vowel system look like now? We have a, so let's go from the top. We have I, E, E, A, O, 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 U. Snge. To suffer or undergo. Snge. Then we have, just because here I am, we can do this one. So we have neat, which is going to give us low. Neat, self. Here's a good one. Yep, it is 8 vowel symmetric. It's kind of like, no, I can't think off the top of my head of a system that has that exact structure, but yeah, it would be perfect for, well, maybe in the future we'll start pushing some of these morphemes together, and then who knows what will happen. Okay, let's see what's going to happen with snoon. Snoon meaning power or storm. So this is flanked by nasal, so it'll be low tone. Oops, again, wrong one. Snoon. Yeah, I dig this. Okay, I'm going to put in a quick cut for YouTube, and we'll come back and we'll finish it up. So YouTube, thanks again. Wow, we just created another tone system in a scant few minutes. So come back, we'll develop it further. See you next time.